When coming out into you know, the public sphere again, what we might find is there's people that really want to connect with us. You know, some people are shaking hands, some people are hugging. Maybe we're not feeling it, maybe it's a little bit much for us right now. So let's say I bump into my friend Steve in the street, and I start to feel a bit uncomfortable in my body, okay? And I start to feel like tension in my belly, my balance is off, I've stopped breathing. That's a sign for me that I'm not comfortable, yeah? And whether that be logical, illogical, it doesn't really matter, I'm not comfortable. So at this point, put your feet on the ground, bend your knees slightly, relax your belly, say ah internally. So we call this centering. And I might say, Steve, nice to see you, and I'm keeping a distance from people at the moment. Yeah, would you mind stepping back a little bit?
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks, mate. So the key thing here is to have the idea of firm but fair. So what I'm not doing is saying, Steve, get out of my fucking space. Okay, because if I'm like that, it's going to ruin the relationship. But equally, if I'm not firm, this is just like if you work with kids or have a parent, by the way. If I'm like, Steve, do you mind having in my space a little bit? He might just think it's not for real. He might keep overriding that, right? So we need that centered, firm but fair. That's enough, okay? And again, if I'm not comfortable in my own body, then that's the time to step in, to being tuned into what you're personally comfortable with, whether the rule is 1 meter or 2 meters or go to Australia, you know, that's the rule. It's your personal comfort that matters. The same with touch, okay? So some people might shake hands, maybe you're comfortable doing that, maybe you're not. So if he goes to shake hands and I don't want to, it's a really interesting practice. So you know what, it's not personal, Steve, but I'm not shaking hands right now. And he might feel a little bit, but that's his problem. I'm not responsible for his feelings. My job is just to be pleasant about it, to be firm but fair again, yeah? Equally, he might come in and shake my hand before I know what I'm doing. At this point, the aikido wrist lock is excellent, okay? That is the handshake defense, yeah? Equally, with the hug, should he come in for a hug and not ignore my, hey, okay? I recommend just holding your finger out at throat level, yeah? So if he keeps walking, okay, he will actually impale himself, crush his trachea and die, which, please don't do that at home, okay? But joking aside, I might actually physically need to do something, but if you're assertive, stop! Okay, you can be assertive, most people will stop, all right? If you really didn't, you know, you could actually sort of say, as you come towards Steve, enough, all right, mate? I'm not hugging right now, I don't feel safe with that. I love you as a person, but get off me, you huggy, weird hippie. Yeah, I do love Steve, he's awesome. So there's the things, but if you use that verbal, if you have that firm body language, you know, you won't need to do the aikido wrist locks or the hug defenses or anything like that. Key thing here, being tuned into yourself, what you personally are comfortable with, asserting that verbally and if necessary physically.